The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
You're not a bad person.
Not a person.
Yes, you are.
You don't understand. For you, it has always been easy. Human. Everything is easy for humans. They all have money, good looks, fulfilling work. They don't have to work at it. It's easy. Like elves. So everyone loves elves, don't they?
I mean,
Even Stump.
well, look, Stump's an orc, and look at what he's made of himself. It would be a tragedy to strike him down. He's turned against his orcish nature. And he's a full orc. And if he can do that, then you can surely do that as a half-orc.
But it's so gay.
Wait,
Picking little flowers and patting wee birds on their heads.
I didn't mean you have to become exactly like Stump. You just need to will yourself to not give in to your baser orcish nature. I've already seen you do it. Do it more often than you realise.
Maybe you want to explain yourself.
How's that? I mean, you act like a human most of the time. You can have a regular conversation. You're not going around doing evil things all the time, killing things,
It's such
burning things down. Yeah, it's hard work. So
No, having a conversation with you people is hard. Always saying things I don't understand.
some could say that say things are easy for humans. Perhaps that's why many humans are lazy and complacent. Because they're not challenged enough.
They have the option. In orc society, if you get lazy and complacent, you did. They take your shotgun, you dead. If you woman it worse. Whoa. Human race of man, should we say. They have the luxury of that because they can. It better. They're not inherently bad.
And you are inherently bad.
By definition. Yes. Orc. Dark god. Bad. How you, paladin, not know how work?
I've seen too much evidence of supposedly bad things not being bad. Stump, eaten.
This because you stupid in head. Just because do good things. Not mean not bad inside, in heart and soul, in nature.
Yeah, but these examples have proven that one can fight against the nature and overcome it if they've got the strength and
But
will.
still bad. Still bad thing.
Yeah, well, bad things can do good things.
But still bad.
If that is how you feel. But I don't know. A bad thing can have a good heart. Eaton's got a good heart, Stump's got a good heart, and I think deep down you've got a good heart.
Then you die, and you go before the god, and him say, you do lots of things that are good, but you bad thing.
That wouldn't be just.
Wouldn't it? That's how it is. You don't know. If you ask,
You do.
if you asked your god,
I don't get to regularly communicate with them, but I'd
then
be
as far as
lying.
you know, I'm right.
I'd be lying if I'd said it hasn't happened. Truth is, different chapters of Tor interpret justice differently, even though we follow the same book and the same god. Because we are not gods. We do not have the true wisdom to know what Tor really intends. We can only interpret it the best we can from his teaching. There are some of my order that I would consider too extreme, that would kill you on sight.
And who's to say they're wrong?
I would say they're wrong. The interesting thing is that Tor does not... Thinking of the best way of wording this. He does not seem to discriminate. He would... We have a connection to Tor as all clerics do to their god, and if one displeases their god too much, that connection can be severed. Sometimes it is permanent, sometimes it is for a limited period of time. I have been severed for a short period of time in the past.
There, see, so you're the wrong one.
But I know what I did wrong, and I knew it was wrong.
And you still did it.
I still did it.
Some paladin you is.
I'm not a paladin.
And you never will be.
Probably not.
You know, it's annoying when you don't get angry.
What you want
Trying
to
to
rile
make
me
you
up?
angry. No, I'm Mr. Reasonable. That's another thing humans. All I have to do to walk is say, you stupid orc, you face dumb. And then there's fight.
You know, a year ago I probably would have got angry and fought you, but lots happened in the last year. I was stupid back then. I'm not saying I'm not stupid now, but I was a lot stupider.
We know. Yellow white woman always say you dumb.
Yellow-eyed woman isn't as smart as she thinks she is either.
You tell that to her face. Go on.
I'm sure that would go down well. Besides, she's not here at the moment. I don't know where she is.
She'd go out.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yes. I believe you wish to see him a merchant about weapon or armor or something before we leave.
throw across room. What are
Maybe
you
he
gonna
just-
do with armor?
Maybe he just needs to get a better grip. If Harpax will let himself be adorned and another additional grip.
Problem is, he'd grow up little flower, pat a little bird on head, not have strong enough grip for weapon, then him fight.
What's this?
You know the things. Him fight.
Oh! I see what you're doing. Okay. I thought you liked Stomp.
I do. It shouldn't.
I think you like him because he goes against his old nature. I think he's secretly inspirational to you.
Hang around elf. Hang around bird. Him have no eye for anything else. Make me concerned. That's all.
I wouldn't be so sure that he doesn't have an eye for things or other people.
Her.
Who's her?
Glares across to where we're sitting surrounded by men.
She has that effect on all men. I think Stump inspires you and gives you hope that all is not lost. But you just won't admit it. At least not to me. Is there anything I can do to help that doesn't involve me caving in your skull with my hammer? Then you have but to ask. And if you can remember how we met up, I would very much appreciate you filling me in, because that's a blank for me too.
Evil magic.
I don't think it's your fault.
Must be green. Orc.
I will leave you to your smoking literal weeds.
Don't know why you do it.
We don't smoke just things that are picked up from the ground. They're specific herbs. Like Stump tries to find specific... What? Well, it's...
That's not why he do cause gay.
It's the same as drinking or eating things. You can't just drink anything or eat anything. It's not...
John. Sometimes have to.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily going to have the same effect. That drinking water is not the same as drinking grog.
No.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's the same with stuffing just random plants you find on the ground into that. It's not going to have the same effect as the stuff that's supposed to go in there.
You don't.
You should talk to Roya. She'll tell you that Merlin pipeweed is the best. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to spread that. Sorry, forget I said that, and then I'll get up and leave.
You fool! How you give up secrets so easy? Now I have power, and you have nothing.
She actually did.
Yes. Yellow-eyed woman, right? You dumb. You all the time do things dumb. Now me having all power. We have the secret.
He's trying not to laugh. As he turns, but he's got his back to her, so hoping she doesn't notice that.
Your shoulders would be shaky, so...
I guess, time to bite the bullet and sit down by Teller. Hello, my short young friend.
Hi, is it time for more adventure?
Not until we get on the boat tomorrow.
Yay, another boat adventure. Nothing can go wrong. The last one was great. First time I've been on a boat bigger than a boat.
First time you've been on a boat bigger than a boat.
Uh-huh.
So, first time you've been on a ship.
Shit. Yeah. Shit. I've been on a ship.
And this would, of course, be the furthest you've ever travelled from your home.
Yep.
How are you finding things so far?
Well, people point them out to me and there they are.
No, I mean, how has it made you feel going on this journey?
So small. But so far it's been really easy.
Really easy. I
Well,
suppose...
adventures all have dragons and dark lords in them, and so far there's been none of that.
Dragons, yes. Are you sure you want... I suppose you do want that.
Yup.
I'm sorry that we kind of left you behind for a while there, back in Voldara.
That's alright, you'll make it up.
Hopefully we will.
Oh, but no, you'll see, we'll get to Cernia, and there'll be dragons everywhere and a dark lord ruling over things.
Oh, I really hope not.
Guaranteed, 100% it's adventure. It's got to be. But it'll be fine, you'll just be like, wong.
I cannot just wong a dragon like that.
Sure you can.
No, dragons are terrifying.
You just look for its vulnerable spot.
Vulnerable spot.
Yeah, they've got to have one of them. It's in all the stories. The big hero looks for the dragon's vulnerable spot, and he says, "Ah, there I spy its vulnerable." And he strikes home with his magic sword.
Dragons do not traditionally possess vulnerable spots.
Oh, why would the stories lie?
Because the stories need a way for the hero to defeat the dragon, which is in the real world next to impossible.
That's defeatist. You're supposed to be a hero.
Oh, thank you.
You'll see, you'll be like, "Ah, there is its vulnerables."
I like that you're more of an expert on this than I am.
Me too. Otherwise you'd probably just give up and die. Now I'm here to give you all the secret low-down advice. You didn't know about the vulnerables.
No, I didn't.
Well, now you do.
I've never heard about vulnerables until
All
today.
you've got to do is figure out where it is. I imagine it's different per dragon.
Well, do you have some examples of vulnerables from stories you've
Well,
heard?
the story's always really non-specific about that, weirdly.
Maybe they're afraid the real dragon will come down and burn up the author, or should he discover he's revealed the
Well, the dragon could
vulnerable
read the
spots.
story and figure out where its vulnerable is, and then put some armor on it or something.
Put some armor. Yeah, the dragons basically are armor. They're flying,
Yeah, well, except for the vulnerable bit.
fire-breathing, intelligent armor.
Except for the vulnerable bit. That's the bit that they'd armor up. Special-like.
Which in the dragon's case is almost all of them, except the eyes.
Well, they're not all vulnerable.
Oh, I mean, they're all armor.
Maybe the eyes are the vulnerable bit.
They could be.
Difficult to armor that. You'd need very thin steel so you could still see through it.
Like those helms that are just a little whole line going across. Have you seen those?
Nope.
Oh.
Straight line.
Yes.
I should get some armor.
Well, you should have gone with Stump and Sulin then.
They slipped out so I wouldn't know. They're trying to avoid me, so I'm spending extra time around Sulin. Because she keeps trying to fob me off on other people, so I'm spending extra quadruple time around her. She doesn't take care of her equipment enough. She's never washed her bowstrings.
You're not supposed to wash bowstrings.
But they're getting dirty.
But they're not supposed to get wet. It ruins them.
That doesn't make any sense. Why is that?
Have you ever...
I've got regular string wet bunch of times, and that's not special bowstring.
you
Which
ever
stands
put-
to reason that it would just be better than
Have
regular
you ever
string.
put parchment in water?
No, I'm not allowed around parchment anymore since the incident.
At Wormwood? But you're not there anymore.
I can do all kinds of creative folding with parchment now.
Not with any of mine.
Oh, but you said I could.
No, I just said that those rules don't necessarily apply, but...
That's right! Oh, what a wonderful new world I've discovered! He gets up from the table. I'm off! Sulan's got all kinds of parchment that I could do creative folding with.
Here you go, Stephen. That's why all your stuff's folded into, like, weird...
Saphira's like, oh no, what have I done? But Kira's like,
It's time for someone else to do the bus throwing undering. He's pointing at himself, everyone. He's pointing at himself. He works at a game store.
the goddess, I suppose. Assuming she's also not surrounded by men.
Oh, yeah.
What's she doing?
Floozing.
Oh, she's outwardly floozing with them? But in a slightly standoffish way,
Yeah.
so that they never get any further than looking.
Yeah.
I mean, she is the expert
Best
at
to leave
this.
her at it.
Okay, I won't talk with her. I'll go over and I'll top up. I'll finish that ale. I'll deduct another 2 gold off getting another one, and then go and sit beside. Is she by herself? Or?
Sure. Sitting by the fire.
Let's change that to Hello.
Ah, changed your mind about letting me take off with Glorindal, huh?
You were going to take off with Glorindal?
Well, it belongs in a museum, or at least a holy shrine waiting for the end times.
Belongs with whoever can use it.
And that's you, is it?
No, I'm keeping it safe.
And you know better than the priests.
Well, I haven't been told by any priests to put it anywhere or do anything with it. I am a priest.
Oh, so you know better than you, huh?
Yes?
Well, that's going to be an interesting knowing more things later.
Anyway, are you busy? You seem all alone here, which is unusual.
You don't know me.
I don't. That's why I came to talk to you. We've spent, well, a reasonable amount of time together, but we've never really just talked much.
Well, I mean, I do work best when unobserved.
Yes, I'm sure you do. But so does Sulan, and yet we talk a lot.
Do you, though? I always feel that there's talking going on, but no one's really listening.
Anyway, please, tell me about yourself.
I don't really know a whole lot, as you know.
Yes.
I mean, I look for relics to return them to their rightful owners or appropriate places of safety. And look at my ass, that's a hell of a job.
Sorry. You told me to do that.
Oh, that's more of a colloquial phrase for, like, you know, allow me to explain to you.
Oh. No, not heard it used in that term. In that way.
Really?
In that
Sounds like you're the
context.
weird one.
Sounds like I'm... Okay. Apologies if that was crass. I misinterpreted.
Crass?
Okay, you don't seem offended. Although it doesn't seem like anything offends you. You seem pretty happy-go-lucky, as they would say.
Why should anything offend me? I mean, I'm sure there's something, but I haven't come across it. But then again, I don't really remember a whole lot.
Yes. So you think that Glorindal should...
Should be taken to the Temple of Grand Faith. I'm sure they'll have a bounty for it.
Well, I mean, if I'm
So it can
passing
be
there,
kept safe and wait for...
if I'm passing there, I know somebody I can trust to take it there. I have no qualms with.
It's a little out of the way for you to be passing, don't you think?
Well, that's what I mean. I'm not going to be doing it anytime soon, but who knows where journeys take us in the future.
Into shadow and torment.
Unfortunately, that's probably true. It is hard to know when a dark time begins, because of the nature
Don't
of...
look at me like I've got special knowledge of this.
No, I'm just saying...
Anything you may have heard about that is rumours put about by my enemies to discredit me.
You have lots of enemies, do you?
I don't know. Probably. I take things from thieves and put them in the right place. I probably have some enemies.
But because of the nature of dark times in the past and what they tend to do, it is hard to get an accurate summation of how long it takes for our dark times to fully culminate.
Say dark time. Isn't there only one?
Well, there's rumours that there have been more, and that because the Dark One's punishment is so harsh that it removes a lot of knowledge. That it has all been forgotten and erased, except we keep, every so often in the depths, we come across ancient accounts.
Ancient accounts, says that they belong in the library.
Yes, they probably do. Or a museum, or something like that.
Why,
But
sir, you're making fun of me.
I would never. Well,
Yes, you would.
I'm not saying I really would never, but... The point is like we know the 9 rose close to a year ago. Are the dark times going to start within the next few months, or is it going to be another year? You know,
Who can
a decade,
say? The
100
scholars
years?
of the future may say it is already going on. If we have the wit to see it.
So I might... You say that I go into shadow and darkness, etc., but I might not even live to see such times.
Well, you can only hope.
I'd like to hope to bring an end to it.
Ah, big hero Saphira. I'll bring an end to the dark times, he says.
Why does everyone interpret it as if I...
Because look at you. Okay, you adorn yourself in the raiment of a hero, a shining cavalier. You wander around with a sort of legend on your back. And you're very pompous. It is almost as though you think yourself a great hero. And then there's the fact that you took for yourself the name Saphira. Pretty arrogant.
I am arrogant.
I know, right? No, Larry, it's not a bad thing.
One can't accomplish things without a certain amount of arrogance.
Yes, everyone else says, well, why not me? But what you say is, why anyone else?
I think we need others to rise up against him. I could not do this by myself. That would be folly. I in no way envisioned myself like mantling up the Dark One's body with Glorindel in my hands and gouging out each eye one after the other. That is insanity.
No. What you see is yourself climbing his body with the sword between your teeth. A holy ray of light cast off its upraised blade as you swing it down and cleave the whole head off. The problem with that is that you and everyone else have forgotten what Almus Godsbane hadn't. That's not who he is. That was a body he made to pilot around. Those aren't his real eyes. Many people
True,
don't
he's-
even really believe he exists.
It's bound to this world.
Yes.
unlike the other gods.
That is obvious just from the name alone, Jor-Karroc.
He
Of
has
course, everyone these days just calls me Jor-Karroc. Oh, right, the thing. Sorry.
I like his attention isn't constantly. Never mind, he's just going to comment on how arrogant I am if I say that.
He constantly watches you in your dreams, telling you to come to him.
How do you know?
Almas Godsbane had the same thing. Sad.
I really would like to know more about your time with him. He was a great man. Still is, I suppose.
He doesn't tell it that way. He says he's a very ordinary man. Perhaps too ordinary.
So humble is he.
Well, he seemed pretty ordinary.